Guys, I'm just gonna film this whole video on the DJI Action 2. Got a little vlog set up. So if you didn't know, I moved to LA in 2022. So just like 7 months ago. And then I just moved to this place in West Hollywood. It's a super sick, dope house. But I went to Austin last week. If you guys saw my Action 2 review video, I captured some of that, and I'm gonna move there now. So I'm thinking in August. So I lasted 8 months this time in LA. The first time to LA, I lasted 9 months. So I almost beat my record. But yeah, I'm gonna move there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to bang out as many test shoots and development shoots as I can. So I'm going to convert this garage into a studio. And I'm just gonna show you guys how you can convert any space into a photo studio. The easiest way to do it. I'll show you all the parts that you're gonna need. And it's kind of basic. Obviously you need lights and all that, but I'm gonna show you more about the backdrop and just finding an area to do it with. So, but I need to start cleaning this out. Most of this shit is my stuff. So yeah, I'll do a time lapse of that and enjoy. All right guys, I got most of it situated. The studio setup I had in my last apartment, that apartment was super tiny and I still managed to make it work. It was just hard because I couldn't really shoot above 70 millimeters. So in here, I'll have a lot more space. It's just hot as balls in here. That's the downside. So might have to get an AC unit for the month or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish cleaning the rest of this out and then we will punch in and I will show you the main piece of all of this. I put the backdrop up right here. You can see this is an old building. I probably most likely wouldn't want to screw into here. It'd be pretty difficult too. It's like it's pretty old and I don't want to mess it up and everything. So, but this piece is the workaround. You can literally set this up anywhere and everywhere. If you're just renting a building, your landlord won't be mad at you. You won't get in any trouble. And that piece of equipment is the Impact Varipole. You can see it's literally just a pole. We'll get into all these attachments here in a second, but I'm going to show you guys how to set this up. So you can see there is an attachment on here. This comes in a kit. I will put the link in the description. This is not a sponsored video. This is just to help y'all. But you see, it's just, there's a super clamp on here and this is attached to the super clamp. And then from there, I'll show you what they're for. But let me set this one up first and then I'll set up the second one. Then I'll show you how it all works. So usually you would want to use a leveler or something like that. Just make sure it's perfect. But you know, laziness. Pretend this whole part, everything that's black on here, pretend that's not here. I'm just leaving it on to make my life easier. Basically, you want to find your point on where you're going to put it. If you're doing a ceiling, I would make sure not to do it too hard because after time, like it could go through the ceiling because it does put some pressure on it. So I would suggest to find a stud or at least like something that seems like it's going to be stable enough for that. All you want to do is unlatch this guy, bring this handle out, okay? From there, you're going to just, I'm actually gonna bring it over a little bit. From there, you're just going to raise it all the way up. So right there, I am on the wood there. From there, you're just going to push down on this handle and you'll see clips in. Not gonna miss that when I move to Austin. Freaking helicopters every 15 minutes. So from there, I'm gonna put the second one up and then we will go over how we put the backdrops up on here. You're going to get these little pieces in here. These go into your backdrop and you're just gonna spin this and it's going to expand this so it locks in to your backdrop here. From there, you're just going to hook these onto those black parts up on there. So I'll show you guys how to do this. It's a little hard to do it by yourself. I'm going to put this guy onto the tallest part up there. Before, this was seated like that. You see, so just swivel this part and then it sets in and that's what you want. So now you guys can see, you can roll it down just like that or roll it up. I have spoke about this backdrop before and I had some comments of people saying that the backdrop wouldn't stay up, that it kept rolling down. Either that or they're breaking the chain because there's too much tension. So, and a really important key part of this setup, this knob right here, this knob is basically your tension. If this is too tight, you're gonna keep breaking that chain trying to get it down. If it's too loose, the backdrop's gonna keep rolling down by itself. So you have to make sure, you just have to figure it out and finesse it until it's right. One important note too, I remember when I first started using these, I wasn't sure if the roll is supposed to go inside or outside. I prefer them to go outside because they have more natural like fall off when they come down. The white one right here is positioned incorrectly and I'm probably not gonna change it until I have help to change it. That's pretty much the setup. So obviously these lights will go off when I'm shooting. The ceilings in here are probably 8 to 9 feet high, which that's kind of another important thing. If you're trying to do a studio setup, you want higher ceilings, because if you're trying to use like a 6 to 8 foot octabox, this thing is going to be pretty limiting. So the taller the ceilings, the better. That's the whole point of having a proper studio. But yeah, so again, I'm going to be trying to smash out as many shoots as I can before I move to Austin, because I don't know, I have zero clue what the modeling community is out there, if there's even models out there. I'm going to try to shoot as much as I can. I'll probably have to fly back to LA every once in a while to get some development shoots in for people. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This is pretty much the basis of this whole setup. Obviously, I have a bunch of lights. Most of the stuff that's outside right now, and this is all lighting gear. So I'm gonna get my C-stand set up and then figure out where the hell to put these bikes at. But that's it. Peace.